En el corazón de United Way del Condado de Berks es una creencia simple. Todos merecen la oportunidad de prosperar. Y son personas como tú las que lo hacen posible. Por tu generosidad, un niño que lucha por leer comienza a elevarse. Una familia en crisis encuentra estabilidad. Y vecinos en nuestra comunidad viven vidas más sanas y fuertes. Sabemos que cuando los niños aprenden a leer, obtienen las herramientas para tener éxito en la escuela y en la vida. Gracias a su apoyo, estudiantes como Abby están construyendo un futuro más brillante.
She danced while watching TV, and she even changed while brushing her teeth.
Read Alliance has been an excellent addition to our school because the students get free tutoring after school. Abby was motivated, but we saw her motivation and her confidence grow as she learned to decode words fluently. She learned to recognize words automatically. By developing those skills, she became an automatic and fluent reader.
I was so happy to read. Then I became a reader.
Having a teen tutor listen to her read and practice those skills, it was amazing for her, and it's amazing for our school as well to have that resource.
They sit there with them and they're their friend. They do homework with them. They teach them to read. They listen to their day. And in fact, Reading School District is so kind. They bus our teens to the schools, plus they give them food. They let them take a meal home with them, which is amazing. Some of them don't have food at their house, so that's just an amazing thing.
We were always very low income, and being able to just help my mom put food on the table, helping her with a bill here and there, making it not so tough for her to transport me to all these different places because I was always a very involved kid. So being able to provide that paycheck and lessen the burden on my mom was huge for me.
I have to say, for United Way, they're the ones that started this. They saw the importance of making sure that these children are reading on level by third grade. And we went forward with this program. And actually, I heard yesterday somebody said, it's a home run. It is.
For the past 3 years, many of my students that have gone to Read Alliance have shown great growth and have developed that love of reading. So without the donations and without United Way, we don't know if that would have happened for all of our students that are participating in the Read Alliance program.
I read a lot with my teacher and my mom, and Read Alliance. Sometimes I read with my sister because she wants to be like me, a reader.
It spread a shockwave of the love of reading, honestly, and I thank United Way so much for making this a possibility and giving all these kids opportunities, both the teens and the littles.
Cuando llega la crisis, su apoyo es un salvavidas. Los nietos de Karen, Coda y Oliver, ahora tienen un lugar seguro y nutritivo para aprender y crecer gracias a ti.
Puppy mouth.
Puppy mouth?
Yeah. She's funny.
Where's the eyes?
I got guardianship of Oliver and Coda in September of 2023, along with his 2 older siblings, because their mom, my daughter, hit a rough spot in life and had nowhere to go. They were developmentally delayed. They didn't talk. They didn't play with anybody. They didn't go to nobody.
When I first met them, they were a bit closed off. They didn't really talk as much, didn't communicate with us as much.
One of the main challenges with Oliver was that he was used to being around his brother Coda. And up here, once siblings come up here, they're split. His first, I would say 4 weeks or so, he was a little bit more quiet than I anticipated. And now he's talking more. He went to do his classwork. He's able to share now without any issue. And that was a few things that he did not do first coming upstairs.
He's stepping back more and letting his brother talk more. Coda is starting to assert himself and tell people what he wants instead of noises and throwing temper tantrums.
Coda has grown as far as expressing himself, or especially just circle time. Circle time, singing, counting, saying our numbers in Spanish and English. He just loves to join along with it. To see that from where I first had him it was amazing.
If it wasn't for the Y childcare, I feel they would have fell through the cracks and not been developmentally up to date. And they're not becoming a statistic in the city.
Without the United Way, we wouldn't be able to offer these things to the parents. We wouldn't be able to offer these safe spaces.
So we just want to thank you for all you guys' help.
I thank everybody who's donated to the United Way so they can help the Y, so Oliver, Coda, and other children can thrive and get the help that they need.
Without those opportunities, we would just be a subpar daycare. And I can say we are not that. We are quality.
Y tu compasión ayuda a niños como Benny a alcanzar grandes logros como sentarse, gatear e incluso dar sus primeros pasos. Su próximo objetivo, saltar de alegría.
We found out that Benny might have some challenges pretty much from the start of his birth. There were times where we were unsure of what his future was going to look like. We would ask doctors, like, what can we expect his life outcome to be? It was very scary for us for a long time. He has grown so much since he has started at Easter Seals. The staff, the way that they work with him and they love him and support him and cheer him on.
In PT, he's really gained his independence with accessing his environment in a more safe way. Also through OT, he's worked on some skills that will use his two hands together, and also working on some self-care things through OT to make him just more independent, get him ready for kindergarten in the fall.
Learning how to jump was a goal that he always had. He always wanted to jump, and he worked so hard, and Denise and Melissa worked tirelessly with him to learn how to jump. The therapists have been great. They have always answered any questions that we have, and then given us lots of tips as to how we can help Benny at home, things that we can do to carry over his therapies from here to home to make sure that he has, greater success, sometimes faster success. We have really desperately needed these people to help us, to teach us as parents what we need to know to help support him.
Without the United Way's support, these kiddos that we work with wouldn't be able to access the things that they can. Benny's benefiting right now from a loaner walker that we have that he was able to trial, and then ordered one through our equipment clinic, which is an outpatient service. So now he's going to have his very own walker. And the first day he got his walker, he went to the mall and walked for 3 hours and was just super excited about how much that walker gave him access to the world.
We're very, very grateful personally for the funding from the United Way, and also for our community helping out other families like ours to get their kids the help that they need.
Así es como se ve una comunidad. Esto es lo que haces posible. Cuando donas a United Way, ayudas a más de 190,000 personas en todo el condado de Berks. Niños como Abby, familias como la de Karen y niños como Benny. Traes ayuda, traes esperanza, creas oportunidades, porque todo empieza contigo.